look at these numbers. Everything changed from here. We're talking about positive net income in semi-annual 5 consecutive times. So obviously, things have changed with this stock. The fear was gone. And look at what the after and what that followed. So obviously, if you think about it, the net income, the first one, yeah, it's kind of the change. We're talking about positive 42.90, yeah, 42.9 billion, and then the following ones, I think that they are the best ones. And this is like the best, and you realize that the company has changed something for good. And you can clearly see right here 122, and very similar the next ones. Still, I would say it's a little bit overboard in that sense, because obviously look at the numbers, they're very similar, but the price skyrockets. So obviously that this kind of reaction is because there is no fear. There's no fear no more. So that's the thing. And then we go to the forecast, because obviously this is the current situation. It's good, it's stable. I think a little bit overbought, I would say, because the net income, as I said, is very similar. But the thing here is the latest number, and obviously, it's like the best one. The surprise factor is more than 20%, and normally that creates a huge reaction. Let's see the cat right there. So let's go to the fundamentals. So we can analyze it together exactly what's going to happen next. And then you can get to see more data regarding this, because obviously it's completely correlated what happened in the past. And right here, the reported earnings, that's the thing. You can see this in the forecast. The EPS the reported was 0.12. The estimate was 0.10. And in the previous two, it was very similar. Even in the past four, obviously the reporting was better than the estimate again and again and again. So that's very this is fuel for a price action, to bullish price action, because every time the reported earnings that is better, there is normally like a 9% more in the following day. Actually, the last one is actually the monthly chart. Yeah, it's completely insane. But you can clearly see right here the last month only, because of these results, is more than 26%. So this positive net income, obviously is good, but also the positive reported, the positive surprise factor, which here is, you can clearly see it is more than 20%. So in the past, very similar, more than 20%, more than 25, 30%. So these are the reasons probably the stock is is performing really good, because the fundamentals have changed dramatically compared to the past, because obviously the situation here, it was very difficult. We're talking about back in June 2020, they had like a huge negative number right here in the semi-annual income statement. So that was horrible. But this is the past, and the present is completely different, as you can see. So I think, generally speaking, the company, they return back to where they were, at that sense, even better, because if you think about it, look at that. They are trading right now at 744 pence. I mean, and the last time the last highs established, it was back in August 2013, and at that time the upturn was more than 300%, but nothing in comparison to the current performance. This is completely insane. But obviously, you have the information, you have the forecast right here, and that's the thing. The next income statement is not good. Even the estimate is below. Actually, it's very similar to the first semi-annual income statement of 2024. We're talking about an estimate of 0.06. Here is 0.07. So very similar to the previous one. But this is the thing. We're talking about the reported units. So here is 0.12. The estimate was 0.10. At that time, when it was released, look at the after. We are right now making new highs because of that. Because obviously we are talking about the best profits ever. Maybe not ever, but one of the best profits ever in the company. And that's the reason behind it. But this is different. We're talking about that it is estimated that the numbers are going down, and not dramatically, but significantly. So if that happens, if that comes to reality, even if we have better reported earnings, imagine 0.09, it's still below the last one. So it's gonna be difficult to see the stock going up further, according to this data. But then again, we have the next one, which is the estimate was 0.11, which here it could be different. So obviously, generally speaking, we're talking about that the next 6 months we're gonna experience like a stock like underperforming, probably because of this. especially if it comes to reality, or if the report is a little bit above the expectations, but is still below this one. And then here again is the good opportunity, for the second semi-annual income statement of 2025. Then again, we have another thing, because generally speaking, look at the annual EPS and the annual revenue right here. This is very interesting, guys, because we're talking about, as you can see, the 2020 year was horrible. We're talking about like a reporting of 0. Remember, guys, this is earnings per share, so obviously this is correlated with the net income, and this is important indicator to assess if the company is a good one or not. So here you can clearly see that reporting it was minus 0.767. Even the reporting, guys. So obviously here is a completely different scenario. But still, the important thing to note, is here is like the how it's evolving, the estimate and the reported. Here, look at the estimate that we have here for 2025. The last one, 2024, was the estimate 0.18. Here is 0.23, and the next one 0.27. The next one 0.31, and so on and so forth. So what I'm trying to tell you, guys, is like it's gonna be better, especially if the report continues to perform like this, in the sense that it's better than the estimate. If that continues to happen in the next ones, we're gonna have like very good results in the next years for this brand, and that's important. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this stock. And see you in the next video. Remember to subscribe to Trading HT.